Alright guys, let's go versus the rank 1 platinum player playing some Salamangreats. You don't see this deck too often at the highest rank. Some people are just really good with certain Yu-Gi-Oh decks, but let's go ahead and roll right into it. And I'll kind of also explain how to beat Salamangreats because I played against this deck many times back in the day when it was at full power. It's still actually pretty decent as long as the deck gets to go first. It's still actually like okay, but a lot of the high rank duels are going to be repetitive, Sky Striker, Eldritch, and I don't want to be uploading the same stuff all the time, so it's good to see a rank 1 Salamangreat player. So he opens up with Foxy, and he's going to be able to reveal some cards. He goes ahead and shows off the Will, and he's going to activate Circle, so he's going to be able to add one. So the thing to stop with Salamangreat is specifically their back row. That's the only thing that matters. The monster effects don't really matter. The only thing you got to watch out for is don't summon a monster to where Sunlight Wolf is actually pointing the arrow to. That's a huge mistake. I see people do it all the time, and then they end up getting Ash Blossom back, and then it's just no good. So don't summon your card next to it. So Gazelle's the thing that you want to stop. What this card does is it has this effect where it actually will send a Salamangreat card from the deck to the graveyard, which is going to be Rage or Roar 99.999% of the time. They actually only have really 2 cards that you actually need to stop, and a lot of times they'll have the ability to go for them. And their basic turn 1 play may be 1 rank 4, but it's usually Sunlight Wolf, 1 or 2 monsters. Sometimes Mirage Stallion will also be there. And then sometimes they'll also make Dweller in the off chance that you like get rid of their monster. At least they have a Dweller effect. They'll also throw up Sanctuary, which can kind of help them out with some life points, but it's usually going to be Sunlight Wolf. Then they'll have Baylink, so they can protect the Sunlight Wolf once over there by using that card's effect. And so it helps them out a little bit, but usually if you can OTK this deck, they don't really have that much they can stop you with other than their traps. So at this point, he's ending his turn, okay? Let me show you guys an important thing. I know one of the cards, I wish you can click on it on the replay here, but one of the cards I know is 100% a bluff, so there's only one face down, which is either Rage or Roar, or it's just simply a bluff, but I take that into consideration as well. So at this point, Lost World plus Scrap Rapper is full combo for me. I can just game him with just those 2 cards. I go for Scrap Rapper, he maxes me, I don't care. The reason why I don't care is Salamangreat does not have like a Salamangreat like Subterror hand trap, or like there's nothing that they draw into that's specific to that archetype that would actually make things bad. Now, I try to go for Scrap Raptor's effect. He Ash Blossoms, unlucky. I mean, keep in mind, if you get Max Seed, you know, they can still draw into like Ash Blossom, Effect, Veiler, those kinds of things, but there's nothing specific to the archetype. So if you can go for game against this deck, go for game, because they have a lot of 1-card comebacks. So I would rather just go for game. I pop the baby activate its effect. We go for Avi, Search, Miss, and then that's pretty much game in 99.9% of the time, because dinosaurs can OTK very easy, especially if they happen to have a lot of monsters on board, which he does, and then he gave him a free token over here. And on top of that, this blocks a lot of hand traps that exist. Go for Lagia. At this point, it's either Lagia or Dolka. He's got 1, again, face down that I don't know of, and he draws a bunch of cards, but I'm just going to go ahead and just deal massive amounts of damage, because UTC does indeed do that. No need to go for any like piercing. I mean, that could have been an option too, but like I'd rather negate the face down as long as you can have stats. The important thing with this is if you take the Maxi challenge, make sure you can make it game. It's very important to be able to make it game, because obviously if you're taking the Maxi challenge, this deck can definitely come back from that. But they can't really you know, do anything to draw into is like the most important thing with this matchup. But that was a really good game, man. Shout outs to this guy playing Salamangreat still. I mean, you don't see very many at the highest rank of the game, which is rank 1 plat at the moment. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the gameplay, drop a like on it. If you're new and want to see more high ranked Master Duel gameplays from some of the top tier players in competitive, subscribe to the bell and you'll see more very soon. Take care, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!